Now at Verizon, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. And you can get a single line for just $45 a month when you switch and bring your phone. That's our best price ever on unlimited welcome with autopay plus taxes and fees, guaranteed for 3 years. Because at Verizon, we got you. Visit your local DC Verizon store today. $20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.
HBCU legends, families, as well as Black sports insiders, this is Kyle T. Mosley, and welcome to another great episode. Today, I gotta focus on my Morehouse brothers. The baseball team doesn't get enough love, so we're going to have Coach Grissom. Antonio Grissom has been leading the Morehouse Tigers for several years. He has a star player. Guys, you got to be able to know who Elijah Pickney is. He's just a junior, and he's been invited to participate in the Swingman Classic with Ken Griffey and those guys in July at the All-Star Classic. And we have a young man who comes out of Virginia. His name is James Wyllie. James Wyllie is a recruit. So we have a coach, we have the star, and we have a recruit that we're going to talk to today around Morehouse College Baseball. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this special episode. But first, look, guys, I get these texts every week from my son. Dad, can you send? I just need a little bit, or I need it as soon as possible. Look, that's why we use Cash App. Sending money to a family friend or a family member is fast, easy, and secure using the mobile app from Cash App. It takes the stress out of the equation for me and my son, and his mama don't have to worry about what's happening to our baby boy in the big city at college. So listen up. For a limited time, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some extra cash. It's real, no catch. Just download Cash App, sign up, use the code HBCU in your profile. Now, when you send $5 to someone within 14 days, get this, Cash App will drop $10 back into your account. Terms apply, but it's extra money. HBCU family, take advantage of this. As a partner, I may earn commissions when you sign up for using Cash App, but it helps our channel to grow. So do yourself and your wallet a favor. Download the mobile app from Cash App today and use the code HBCUKYLE. You'll thank me later. I can't tell you how many times Cash App has bailed me out, as well as my son. And I know he says, thank you, Dad, all the time. So, guys, sit back, listen to this special episode. Don't forget, go to HBCU Legends on all of our social media platforms. Go ahead and sign up, join. Also, there's a newsletter you guys can join as well. Subscribe to that. We're going to have great content and great information this fall coming up with the kickoff of the football season, then basketball, baseball, softball, track and field, you name it. We're going to have it here on HBCU Legends. First up, James Wyllie the young recruit, then Elijah Pickney, the star of Morehouse Baseball. And then we'll hear from Coach Antonio Grissom to wrap up the show. All right, HBCU Legends fans and Black Sports Insiders, it's Kyle T. Mosley, and I have a special presentation tonight. He's going to be one of my Morehouse brothers coming this fall. But if you guys don't know this young man, his dad is an HBCU legend. You know, we talk about him in the areas of PR and what he's done to be able to help elevate the world of sports. This is the son of Tony Wyllie, Mr. James Wyllie. How you doing, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. He is headed to the house, y'all, and he's going to do it on the field of baseball. And he's a very, very good player out of Virginia, but I will let him talk to you a little bit more about what he's able to do there. Right now, don't forget, follow us at HBCU Legends on all social media platforms, as well as you can follow me at KTMOZE on those platforms as well. All right. James, talk about what you've done and why Morehouse College to be able to extend your career in baseball.
Yeah, so I'm a 4-year Hank Aaron Invitational alum, 3-year Breakthrough Series alum, invited to the MLB Developed Stream Series.
Wow.
Pride myself on my speed and my ability to get on base, get something started for the team. I'm going to be that spark plug that gets something started, gets the rally going, and hopefully I'm the guy that's scoring a lot of runs.
Okay.
And
so you're a good leadoff hitter?
Yes, sir. Leadoff, top of the lineup, type of guy.
All right.
And what made me choose Morehouse was the Grissoms, both Antonio and Marquise Grissom. Being a part of MLB Develops for my entire high school career, those two have really helped my game grow. And I'm very grateful, very fortunate to have been coached by them throughout high school. And I really wanted it to continue in the future at college. And that is one of the main reasons I chose Morehouse. Additionally, I'm not just I'm not a mono guy, just a baseball guy. I'm also, I take my academics very, very, very seriously. And Morehouse being, an incubator of Black excellence, Black male excellence, that was also a reason for me choosing Morehouse.
Well, I mean, you said it right there. Being able to learn at Morehouse is one of the pivotal reasons my life has changed in the better, in my opinion. And I'm a graduate from 1989. Everybody, when I was growing up in New Orleans, they were going to either Tulane, LSU, Loyola, Xavier. They were staying at home. But my decision to be able to go to Atlanta really impacted my life in so many ways. And it wasn't just about the school, the education. It was about the education I got off the school, the intangibles around that Atlanta University Center was so important. Did they have a chance to talk to you about that, Coach Grissom?
A little bit, being in the AUC, I'm going to be exposed to a lot of different people, great networking opportunities, a lot of people to bounce off thought from. I've talked to the Grissom, Coach Antonio Grissom, about it a little bit, but I really can't wait to get down there in August and experience it for myself.
Yeah, man, it was so important to me because my freshman week, I'm handing in my voter registration card, and guess who's sitting right there? Coretta Scott King. So, think about that, man. I'm like, wow. And, we had Jesse Jackson and everybody coming in to try to help us vote. Ralph Abernathy, John Lewis, and all these notable figures that you read about, have read about in history, were right there, a part of the Atlanta University Center, as well as coming to visit Morehouse and speaking to us on a regular basis. It was just tremendous education that I learned off the field. All right, so I know you're a great star in Virginia, and I know you're just being modest. Talk about some of the accolades that you have received just as a player this season.
Well, this season was not one of my best seasons. I was in a slump this season.
A slump how?
Slump, not really hitting the ball, just swinging through it a lot. Definitely something on the mental side, just not seeing the ball hit the bat. And, in a game of baseball, it happens. Had to make sure. So this season, I really made sure that I stepped up as a teammate and, cheering my teammates on, even though I wasn't playing the best, doing the little things, picking up the dugout, cleaning up the cages. And even though I didn't have a great season statistically, I ended up winning the coaches award at our end of the season banquet for my actions, really.
Oh, wow.
Off the field.
And that means more possibly in the long run, just being a great teammate. A lot of people don't realize just being a part of your team, it's not about being individual accolades. It's more about how you being able to support and uplift those guys, right? So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So was it your junior year you had an outstanding year, or sophomore year?
I really said my junior year. My junior year, I really played well. Junior summer.
Okay, talk about that. How many home runs did you have, or what was your batting average?
Maybe, I want to say like 330 batting average.
Oh, that's great.
No home runs. I'm not a home run guy. Stolen bases, I wish I had a number on it, but I felt like every time I was on base, every time I got on first, I would get on second too.
Really?
What else? Runs, like I said, I'm a run scorer. I get stuff going, create chaos on the base paths. I get on, and there's a high chance that I'm scoring.
So a pitcher as well as the opposing team don't want you on those plates at all. You're going to find a way to wreak some havoc.
Absolutely not.
So if you like to steal bases, do you have somebody in the past that, like a Ricky Henderson, or Deion Sanders was great at that, but do you have somebody you pattern your career after?
So while at Breakthrough Series, one of my coaches, you may know him, Howie Kendrick, great player on the Nats. I think he put it the best when he said, I kind of model my game after Jose Altuve.
Really?
And being an Astros fan, I like that comparison too. I actually have Jose Altuve, I have a fat head on the wall, but he's saying that I'm the type of guy, top of the lineup guy, get on, steal a couple of bases, I have a contact focused swing. But when I really get on a ball, I have a chance.
You're on top of it.
I have a chance to make it fly.
Yeah.
Singles and triples. Ball in the gap.
Wow. Okay.
On.
And I love it, because I think when I was playing, I didn't play any organized baseball, but when we did play ball at the parks and whatever, getting on base was the most important thing to me as well. Just being able to hit that ball, get it into the infield, slide it past the shortstop at times, in between the shortstop and third base. I love to hit those type of balls. Good. Talk about, have you ever had a cycle or close to a cycle, or is it more, well, if you had to think about one of your more outstanding games, what would that have been?
There's this one game that I played that I really think I can use as an example of how I like to use my tools.
Mm-hmm.
First at bat, drop a bunt down the third base line, beat the throw out. The the third baseman actually panicked and threw the ball away and ended up on second.
Wow.
So then my next at bat, while everyone's kind of pushed in a little bit more, I had a triple over the right fielder's head.
Really?
And that type of combo, the bunt triple combo, I like to use a lot. It's my favorite things to do. With a triple, then a bunt, after they back up, using my power and my speed together. It's my favorite things to do.
Well, good. I don't know much about how you guys do it as far as speed in the baseball world, but do they time you from base to base, and what's your time?
Yes, we run 60-yard dashes, and I have a 60-yard dash.
Okay. Is that elite?
I wouldn't say it's elite, but it's pretty good. It's a good time.
All right. Well, good.
It's a good time.
Well, it's good to hear, man. You had a chance to visit Morehouse's campus this spring, right before you made official announcement, right? Did you have a chance to be able to meet Mr. Pickney, who's now he became the first HBCU player selected for the Swingman Classic out of a Division II team? So at Morehouse, have you had a chance to be able to meet with him and talk with him?
So yeah, it was actually this fall during homecoming, and I did get to meet with him.
Awesome.
I went to one of the practices, and I saw him, practice and talk to him after. And he's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
One of our family friends who's at Spelman actually calls him what does he call him? He calls him the king of Morehouse, I think, because he knows everybody. So
yeah.
I think that
look, he's been doing great. He was
Yeah.
part of that HBCU All-Star Classic a
Yeah.
couple of weekends ago as well, and now being a part of the Swingman Classic that's going to be in Atlanta. So I think he's going to help out with the hosting and all this other stuff. So that's excellent, man. Just to have Morehouse, the house represented
Right.
on the field and being the first Division II guy, outstanding. We're going to have a chance to speak with him on this weekend. So to have both of you guys highlighting the baseball program is really, really important for the Tigers.
Definitely.
All right, good. So what do you like to do off the field, man? Talk a little bit about who James Wyllie is, the person.
I'm a gamer.
Okay. What's your favorite game?
Rocket League. Rocket League is my favorite game. It's soccer, but you're in a car. So it's not like
soccer
FIFA.
In a car. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's not
Talk
like
to me
FIFA
about this.
or MLB The Show where you just press a button, the guy automatically passes. You press a button, he automatically shoots the ball. No, you have to drive and manually hit the ball with your car.
Really?
So it takes a little bit of skill, and I love it because there's no luck in the game. And I guess after playing, baseball for a couple hours every day, I want to go home and take the luck out of anything that I do. Baseball it's a lucky. You got to be lucky in baseball sometimes. You got 9 guys on defense. You're hitting the ball into them. You need a little bit of luck. When I get home, hop on Rocket League. There's no luck whatsoever. It's you, the ball, your car against the other team, and I don't know. I'm addicted to it.
Okay. All right. Cool. I never heard of that one, man. I have to check it out. My son likes to play. You guys are PS5s and stuff like that, right? Any other games that you like to do? Do you do the streaming? Do you have a Twitch account and all this other stuff?
No, I don't do any streaming. I don't think I'm good enough to be streaming my games.
Okay. You want to keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Any hobbies outside of just gaming?
Yeah, music. I love music. I get that from both sides of my family, my mom and my dad.
Really?
Both of their families.
I didn't know Tony liked music so much. I'm gonna have to get
he used to be a DJ in college.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. My grandpa was in a band. I don't think there's rarely a time where there's not music being played in my house, my grandparents' house. So I know how to play the piano. I like to play that.
Okay.
And then one of my friends who's a DJ, I like to make mixes with him too. A little bit of production too.
Do you play any other instruments? Just piano?
Just the piano.
I tell guys, if you know how to play piano, you can always make some money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I played sax, clarinet, bass clarinet growing up in high school. And but if you know how to play piano, you can make some money and the ladies love it as well. So don't forget that, especially those Spelman nights. Remember that.
All right, I remember that.
All right. You play for those ladies. Oh, I can't believe James played a song for me. Oh, you got him, man. All right. Talk about your family, your dad and your mom. Are they your support system?
Yes, and can't leave out my little sister either.
Okay.
She's been to too many baseball games to count. Rain, shine, hot, cold. She's always there supporting.
What's her name?
Her name's Tony Simone.
Okay. All
and
right.
My dad likes to call her the real athlete of the family.
Does she play what sport?
She used to be a gymnast, and now she's a cheerleader. She made varsity as a freshman. She's going to be a rising junior coming next fall. She won the I believe MVP of her team this year. And, I wish she played softball because I feel like she would have been dangerous on that softball field. But
really,
cheer is what she likes to do.
Well, that's awesome, man. Having a sister being there supporting you is great. It's funny because when I was growing up, I didn't have sister. It was just my brother and I. But my older cousins acted as though they were my big sisters. And even till this day, we just have a great bond, man. So that's awesome, man. Keep up the great work there. Now, look, your dad said that you were in the Honor Society. Is that correct?
Yes, I was one of the vice presidents of our National Honor Society at my high school this year.
Okay. Well, man, talk about this grade point average, because this is something important, because, we talk about just the student athlete, but we forget there's the student that must be a part of this whole equation.
Yes. So I have a 4.51 GPA, high school GPA.
Wow. Okay. So what are you graduating in?
Sorry, what'd you say?
What's going to be your focus? What's going to be your major?
Yeah, computer science.
Computer science.
That picture caught me off guard.
Yeah, I wanted to pull that up. He sent this too, and he was so proud of you, man. Yeah. Your dad always has been highly proud of you. Always say, "Hey, Kyle, you got to spotlight my son." So, all right. So, congratulations there.
Thank you.
What's the gold medal there?
That is for being an officer, NHS officer.
Okay. And the red stole?
Red stole. Everyone at Riverside gets the stole. Red
Okay.
stole. Rep the high school.
And you got your cords.
Yes.
Those are honor cords?
So I don't know if you can see. So the green and blue cords are for the Academies of Loudoun. It's a magnet school that we have, and I studied computer science over there
Okay.
the past 2 years. And then the gold cord is for the National Society of Black Engineers.
Okay.
And then I have 2 black cords. Those are for the Black Student Union at Riverside. And
Okay.
then I have a gold cord for the Black Student Union at the Academies of Loudoun.
All right. Look at you, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. Now, are you a great programmer?
Yes, I actually programmed a peer tutoring system for our National Honor Society this year. So the society members, they submit a form with the subjects that they're experts at or they're really confident in. So students at the high school or even the middle school that's right next to the high school, they can request tutors from people around their age. And we've seen a lot of success through that program. And I created the system that matches the students and the tutors together.
All right. Wow. Congrats, man. That's heavy stuff, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Now, your dad sent this as well. I guess this is your blanket, your favorite blanket, and that you guys stitched all the special things that you're about. Talk about this, man. I see you got USA, you got the number 43. Was that your number in high school?
It's been my number since travel or Little League.
Really?
Little League.
Okay.
43. Jackie Robinson was one of my biggest inspirations. I saw the movie 42 when it came out.
Yeah.
And I chose 43 because when I make it to the majors, 42 is going to be taken. 42 is retired. So I'm going with 43 because I'm coming after Jackie.
Okay. I like it, man.
I'm the legacy he left behind.
Okay. And what is this Breakthrough 21 Outlaws?
Yeah. So the Breakthrough series, the Breakthrough jersey is from MLB Develop's Breakthrough Series team. And Outlaws is actually from one of my travel teams, the Perfect Performance Outlaws I played on.
Oh, awesome, man. And I see you have Hank Aaron Invitational.
Yes.
The Blue Claws. Was that one of your teams as well?
Little League.
Wow.
Yep.
Look at this. This is just so impressive. I love it.
Thank you.
Love it. All right.
Thank my
of course,
dad.
you got the house there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, to the bottom right, what is that with the flag?
Yes, that's the American Legion team.
Okay.
Leesburg American Legion team.
Okay. And I see you're representing the Houston Astros.
Yes,
well.
That was our Little League team. Once we made it to majors, they stopped naming the teams after minor league teams, and you can get your team can be named after a major league team. And since my dad was a coach, Houston native,
of course,
had to go with the Astros.
I'm surprised he didn't try to make it the Texas Southern Astros. If you guys don't know, Tony is a TSU grad, a very, very prominent Texas Southern graduate as well. As a matter of fact, he's putting on that golf tournament that's going to be before the PV Texas Southern Clash here in the Houston area. Will you be available then? Will you be traveling with your father?
I'm actually not really sure.
Okay. All right. Cool. This is great stuff, man. All right. So you're about to head to the house. When do you have to report?
August 13th.
August 13th. All right. And do you guys have like a training sessions that you guys going to go through? at first, or is it just you're reporting for school August 13th?
We're reporting for school because, Morehouse, we had the new student orientation, a big thing everyone talks about.
Big freshman week is huge.
Right. So that'll be a week before classes start on the 20th.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get there early for that.
Look, man, my roommate, good friend down the hall, couple of more good friends down the hall. We kept in contact all these years, and we are good friends all these years. The guy who was our freshman, he represented us. He was an upperclassman, and he represented us during freshman week. I was best man in his wedding. So wow. You're going to have some great times. You're going to have some great bonds that you're going to create with these guys. I just love freshman week. You get to be immersed in so many important things and learn the history of Morehouse. That's another thing. Make sure you learn some things about the history before going there. Those guys like to quiz you on that. Okay. You got to know it off the top of your head immediately if you're asked. All right. So enjoy freshman week, man. All right. One last thing before we get off here. Tell everybody why you believe Morehouse College is going to turn around that baseball program to prominence once you get there.
Once I get there, you need to score runs to win baseball games, and I'm going to score runs.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Well, look, I will be following your career, and you can always hit me up anytime. Let us know how we can be able to support you as well as the Maroon Tigers on the diamond. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And tell everybody how they can follow you on social media and the World Wide Web.
Yes, J Wyllie 43 on Instagram. That's J.
Spell Wyllie for them.
Yep, WYLLIE, 2 L's.
Okay. And that's on what platform?
Instagram.
No Twitter.
No Twitter.
Okay. Wow. All right. You guys love Instagram more than Twitter these days. I figured that out. My son is like that, but he's slowly coming to Twitter. So anyway, all right. Well, congratulations to you, and hope everything goes well. When you report, we'll be following everything this. Now, you guys start in for the spring, but you guys going to have like some tune-up games the fall, or what's going to happen there?
Yes, we have fall practices, and then homecoming, there's the maroon and white inter squad.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, again, congratulations, James, and continue doing so well and being so impressive, not only on the baseball field, but off the field as well. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. That's Mr. James Wyllie. I'm Kyle T. Mosley of HBCU Legends, as well as the Black Sports Insiders. You guys have a great one. James, we'll talk later. Take care.
All right. You too.
All right. Bye. Hey, good morning. Kyle T. Mosley here with the Black Sports Insiders as well as HBCU Legends. We got an HBCU budding legend with us right now. This guy, I've got to call it like I see because he's my Morehouse brother, and he is tearing up the baseball scene. He just set a record. Well, I don't know if it's a record, a milestone, I should say, that he was the first Division II HBCU player selected for the Swingman Classic that is produced by Ken Griffey, and it will be in Atlanta this year. Is none other than infielder for the Maroon Tigers, Mr. Elijah Pickney. How you doing, Elijah?
I'm doing all right this morning. How are you doing, sir?
Good. Look, man, all the accolades that you have gone down, and I got your SID, AD Drew. He sent me some more of your accolades, and I was just so highly impressed And but really, what blew me away, you're still a junior.
Yes,
Still
sir.
a
I'm a
junior.
rising senior coming up next school year. Excited for the things to come, and just to be able to hold more of an impact on campus as well as on those around me.
That's right. That's right. I discredit you. Yes, you're a rising senior. I should say that.
It's all right. It's no worries.
That's okay, man. So what's happening this off season? What are you doing for yourself?
So this offseason currently, like you mentioned, I'm currently training for the swingman, but one of my main priorities is I have the opportunity to be a marketing intern for American Express. And it's my first, I guess you can say big boy internship. So I'm very, very excited for the opportunity and trying to make the most of it out here in New York.
All right, that's a great internship. I think we were talking about Ken Chenault, the past CEO and president of American Express. Such an impressive gentleman. I think he still stays around American Express and helping out with some other efforts here and there. But that's a great opportunity, man. Are you in Manhattan or where are they located?
Yes, sir. So I'm in Lower Manhattan in the financial district.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. My son went to AMDA up there in Manhattan. So,
nice.
Yeah, so it's really good. So, talk to me about your career right now. When we look at everything that you've been doing, you've accomplished since being at Morehouse College. Last season, if I need to get this correct, 406 batting average, right?
Yes, 407.
600 on base percentage, right? 20 double plays and 98% fielding percentage. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That sounds about right. Yes, sir.
Man, some guys couldn't even do that for a career. So talk to me. How are you so proficient in getting on base as well as being able to hit 406? And I think that was top in probably in top 20, 25 in the FCS. Is that correct?
I don't know you. We were both
Division 2. I think he was up there.
That one. I'm not sure, but yes, we would both have to check that one. But one of my the changes that I had in mindset from going from my sophomore year into my junior year. I felt my sophomore year I was kind of wasting away at bats. When it comes to like feeling fatigued throughout games. Still playing hard, but just being tired. But this season that just passed, I kind of had to, mentally tough it out. And I was like, I don't want to waste at bats. The stats are going to show that. Not that the stats matter, but like for a personal standpoint, I don't want to just give up. So I want to, put my best effort out there. And, the stats show that I care. So I'm grateful to have them.
Wow, man, that's very impressive. Did you change anything about your batting technique over that summer?
Not really. I would just say my focus increased. It got a little more intense.
Okay. So you changed your diet,
yes,
right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
And you became a little bit more focused. I remember LeBron James, he was talking how important diet was. Kobe, also before he passed away, was talking about how important that is. And I think those guys, especially James, was impressing upon Zion Williamson, kind of changed his diet. You could be able to get a little bit more focus. But as an athlete, that is true based upon what you're saying.
Yes, sir. So, yes, diet is one of the main proponents of getting energy supply that helps you keep going. For me, in season and during the off season, I try to stay away from one of the easiest things to get in the cafeteria is pizza. But, I religiously try to stay away from the pizza because, the grease, the cheese, the heavy breading, you want to stay away from that. So
the carbohydrates.
Exactly. Not to say that they're bad. There's some good carbohydrates, but, at least pizza can, and if you eat it over and over again, it's not the best. But I try to stay in the real food section where there's the rice, the chicken, the beef, the vegetables. I like vegetables a lot. I had a lot of one of the things that I actually like is one of the vegetables I like is Brussels sprouts and asparagus. Not a lot of people can side with me on that, but I tend to like them. So I kind of make sure that I get all the right nutrients in for me, whether that's vegetables, water, fruits, other natural sugars, and other great energy sources.
Oh man, my spouse would love you. That's what she's taught. Hey, I didn't do a lot of Brussels sprouts or asparagus. I'm like, asparagus, what is that? But that was some of the first things she tried to introduce to my diet.
Brussels sprouts?
Reluctantly. No, I like Brussels sprouts,
Okay.
but the asparagus, I was like,
well, they call it broccoli on a stick. It's not too far from it.
Yeah, but yeah, it has become an acquired taste.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but that's good stuff, man. Do you do anything as far as a special training as well, or is it just routine type of stuff out there? That
I would for sure call it routine. I say routine because my teammates know me religiously, or excuse me, they know me to go to a parking lot in the on our campus and just religiously throw a baseball there. I have my tee as well. So I hit like these heavy weighted baseballs that, kind of just absorb the energy of the wall and just kind of block there. So they're weighted baseballs, hit off the tee, throw off the wall, get my defensive as well as defensive, offensive, and conditioning work in there. I run around the campus. I make sure they know me for running up the steps as well on the track, on the football field. So
at BT Harvey?
Yeah, at BT Harvey Field, do bleachers. I run up there. I run up to the top of the steps, do push-ups, and then come back down, run back up the steps, and then do squats, come back down all the way from one end to the other side of the stands, and then I sprint the 100-meter back, and that's one. So I usually do it 2 or 3 times.
Wow, impressive. And not only impressive, that's a sign of youth, guys, but that's old guys. I know I would have been trying to do that at your age as well. But I'll tell you this much, man, keep that routine, keep defining what you're going to do, because that's going to pay off in the long run, right? Not only do you handle the rigors of the baseball diamond and what happens on the field very well, I understand that you do very well in the classroom. Talk about your major and what's your focus for your career.
Yes, sir. So I'm a double major within business administration with a marketing concentration as well as journalism, sports journalism focus.
With Professor Thomas?
Yes, Professor Thomas.
All right.
One of the greats. Yes, sir.
I had a couple of interns working for me a couple of seasons ago under Professor Thomas, but go ahead.
Yes, one of the greats for sure. He actually afforded me the opportunity to go to the National Association of Black Journalists Conference last year. That was
awesome.
Everybody knows what happened there, so that was an interesting turnout, interesting event there. Yeah. But yes, for me, I pride myself on academics because if I don't do well in the classroom, I can't play on the field. And there have been instances where I told my coach, like, I gotta be able to finish this work before I head out on the field. And sometimes I'll come to practice late because that's just how my priorities are set. I gotta be I'm here for school first. And then after that, baseball follows and everything else kind of just finds its way into my schedule.
Yeah. I love it. That was one of the reasons why I wasn't in the band at Morehouse is because it took away from my chance to be able to study chemistry. At that time, I'm a chemistry major. So, and I was like, I can't do it, man. I had to walk away from it. People thought I was crazy, but hey, it paid off.
For sure. And that chemistry major at Morehouse, chemistry, biology,
no joke.
All the pre-meds, I salute my hat to y'all.
It's no joke. I was doing more studying than those guys at biology. I don't care what they say.
Yeah, I salute my hat to you all because that is some rigorous work. Rigorous material.
Yeah, look, man. I came a few of the guys that I was in the program with have remained in the program. Calvin Johnson has gone on to be the Surgeon General of Pennsylvania at one time. He went to Johns Hopkins right after Morehouse. So we've had some really good guys to come through that program. Plus, I'm sure you're aware of Dr. Calvin Mackey.
Yes.
Yeah. So Dr. Mackey, he's more of an engineering track that he went, but we graduated. Well, he went to the same high school I graduated from, so he was a year behind me. But all in all, man, we had some really good, talented guys, and just keep that track up. And I think being a dual major, especially having Professor Thomas with you and guiding you're in the right hands. You know, he's such a great journalist from everything he's been able to do and accomplish over his lifetime. So excellent. Talk to me about Coach Grissom. He had some really glowing things to say about you when I spoke with him yesterday. He said you are one of the better people that he knows. You know, you're as a person, you're just an outstanding young man, and more people will love to pattern themselves after you. Talk about your relationship with him.
Well, that's an interesting thing to say about me because, you know, Coach Grissom has so many more years of wisdom than I do. And I've only been here 21 years and he's been here much longer than that. So I'm grateful for the words he's bestowed upon me. But I would just say I've kind of grown to say that I'm a genuine person. There's just a lot of things in this world where it's like very transactional. Everybody's trying to give me, and not give. So, you know, if you come from a mindset of, like my father tells me all the time, if you try to help people, if you have a mindset of serving and service towards others, things are going to naturally come your way.
When Ram won its first Motor Trend Truck of the Year, it was celebrated. But after 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. And now, so does the deal with Employee Pricing Plus. Stop by your local dealer today and take home a Ram truck. Ram, 7-time Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Nothing stops Ram. Offer valid on select 2024 and 2025 Rams for non-FCA employees and retirees. $200 admin fee applies. Not all buyers will qualify. Restrictions apply. Does not apply to leases. See dealer for details. And 6/30/25. Ram is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
And I always say that I'm grateful for things because, you know, it could have been given to somebody else. If you don't acknowledge that, you know, what you have is not supposed to, or it could be given to somebody else, you know, it takes away from the meaning that you could potentially, you know, understand from it. So that's just my type of mindset that I have about things.
Yeah, that's a great point. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Exactly.
I used to tell my son, I don't know if you ever seen the Robert De Niro film where he would talk to his son. He was a bus driver, but his son had friends who were like gangsters, whatever. But he said, hey, if you waste your talent, you're wasting your opportunities. You're wasting your life.
Yeah.
You've got to always use your talent. And God gives everybody special talents and abilities. You just have to be able to walk into that purpose and walk it daily. So I agree with you, man. So your junior season, toward the end of the season, they said you had a minor slump when it came to batting. I'll say, hold on, he still went over 400 and had a minor slump. What was that about?
Yeah, I did have a minor slump. I just kind of lost the fire of things. It happens, you know, just got to keep playing.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, it was for one weekend. It wasn't what I would like to see on the field, but you know, it happens. Just got to keep playing. Okay.
So would you say you have taken more of the leadership role on the team at this time?
I would think so, but at the same time, I don't proclaim that like I'm a captain or a leader. I just, you know, go out there and try to play my hardest, and you know, whoever follows or whatever follows through, I hope, you know, they try to the best of their ability, as well as, you know, gain some wins from that.
Okay. Looking back on your freshman and sophomore years, what were some of the biggest challenges that you faced, and how did you work to overcome those?
My freshman and sophomore year. My freshman year, I would just say really adjusting to college. But at the same time, you know, my freshman and sophomore year my freshman year was more like my high school years, just going to school, working out, practicing for baseball, and then, you know, going home, eating, going to sleep. So it was kind of the same regimen that I had. My sophomore year, I kind of wanted to get more engaged within the campus life, being able to help my brothers out on campus, being able to expose myself to different organizations. So that's where I kind of had to get more strict in my time management when it comes to academics, baseball, and then, you know, being able to help within these organizations. Through that, I think sophomore year was a great learning moment for me to expose that even more throughout my junior year and be able to maximize my time by, you know, bouncing around campus as well as, you know, practicing and then still being able to get my work done in the classroom as well.
Balancing that academic background with the rigors of being a student athlete is very tough, right? And when I was going to Morehouse, I knew a couple of guys that even had jobs that they had to work late at night. And I was like, how are you able to do all that? Go to football practice, then work a job afterward? Yeah. It was just crazy, man. But those guys were able to bring themselves through. So who has been your biggest influence when it comes to your baseball journey?
Really, I say my father. He's taught me thus far, still continues to teach me. He tells me every day, he's told me since I've gotten to college, you know, like at this point, people who are in college or in the pros, and even at the higher levels of high school or travel ball, you know how to play the game. So now it's just about the fine tuning of your game to be able to make the most out of your abilities, because, you know, at this point, you don't have to make any bigger or drastic changes. It's just about really tweaking that one thing to make your game go from good to great. So I'm hoping to do that more and more as my career, hopefully, you know, lengthens out.
Man, I like that. That's a really good way of putting it. So let's turn our attention to I think you were part of the Black College Nines MLB Prospects game, All-Star game, right?
Yes, the Minority Baseball Prospects All-Star game.
Yeah, how was that experience for you?
It was really cool. Being able to play as well as meet other student athletes all across the HBCU levels, whether that's NAIA, Division I, Division II. I don't remember if there were any Division IIIs, but, you know, it was really cool because in settings like that, I see my peers as people first. Like, you know, of course we were all players. There were softball players as well, so it was cool to you know, interact with them. Sponsored by Adidas. I'm a 3-stripe guy, so Morehouse is a Nike school, so I'm a 3-stripe guy at heart. But, you know, I'm a rock Adidas.
Is that your New York upbringing, being just gravitating to Adidas?
No. So before I got to Morehouse, I've always been an Adidas guy.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, it was really cool. Interacted with our peers that play softball and baseball. And, you know, it was always awesome to be around other HBCU excellence that, you know, just want to play as hard as you and have the same goals and aspirations as a student athlete.
Okay. All right. That's awesome, man. And did you get a chance to meet any legends there or any experiences or run-ins like that?
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember any off the top of my head, but it was always good to see one of my good coaches, Coach Morris Madden, and his wife, Mrs. Madden. Always good to see them. And then, you know, I'm a Carolina Metro Reds product as well through Morehouse. So
oh, really? Okay.
Yes, I am. I'm grateful for Coach Madden and Miss Sandra and the Carolina Metro Reds, as well as Mr. Ken Pulliam as well. So they were able to put me on this track to be able to play ball at Morehouse and be able to achieve the things that I've been able to.
All right. Excellent. All right. Before we go into the Swingman Classic, I just want to run through some of these accolades. It's just very impressive what I see. Let's see here. Okay. So 2023 SIAC All-Conference Second Team nominee, 24 First Team shortstop. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Morehouse Baseball Best All-Around Player 2023 as well as 24. selected for the HBCU All-Star by Minority Baseball Prospects game. The Black College Nines Elite second team infielder, and the first non-Division I NCAA baseball player to be selected to the HBCU Swingman Classic that will take place in Atlanta. And that's a great honor, to be able to still be in Atlanta. It's almost like you are helping to host the MLB All-Star activities that week.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because I'm from Maryland. I have family that live and are from Atlanta as well. And I have a plethora of friends that play ball with me that are from Atlanta. So I mean, I can't ever say from Atlanta, but I have a soft spot in Atlanta I have a soft spot in my heart for Atlanta as well.
All right. So you were from Morningside, Maryland. Is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
And you went to, is it Suitland High School?
Yes.
Okay. Are you familiar with James Wyllie? He came to visit with you guys I think for homecoming, and he's a recruit that has committed to you guys from Maryland too. Are you familiar with him?
Wyllie, that sounds very, very familiar.
Okay.
If I saw his face, I might recognize him.
Well, he's been very impressed with you. I can tell you that. I interviewed him the other day as well. So,
nice.
So you'll have some chance to kind of, I don't know what you guys haze those guys a little bit or whatever. But you're doing well. Academically, you're on the honor roll ever since being at Morehouse. You're a two-time MLK Junior Scholar,
yes,
as well as you're the top-ranking Morehouse Scholar. All 3 years at Morehouse, very impressive, as well as being on the Dean's list. A two-time SIAC Commissioners All-Academic Team from 23 and 24, and the YMCA Legacy and Leadership Scholarship recipient for the fall of 2024.
Yes,
Outstanding.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So one thing Coach Grissom said is that you do a lot of community service work. Talk about that and what's dear to your heart.
Well, I would answer the back end of that question first. When it comes to what's dear to my heart, I would say just seeing the development of people. I try to help others out in any way that I can, whether at this point in time in school, in college, there, at least at Morehouse, there are a lot of opportunities being thrown at us, and we have to, be able to filter which ones we want to take advantage of. So, for me, I'm naturally curious. I'm hungry for knowledge. So whether something is in business or journalism, I'll take advantage of it. But, if say something is in political science or something is engineering, I would love to pass it on to my friends that are in those fields. So, and I encourage them to apply because, they want us, or these organizations want us to apply. They're looking for smart young men like us and smart young collegiate students like us to be able to impact their companies. So why not take advantage of those things? And then, those will be just my direct peers. But let's say like those who are younger than me, like people in high school, I can be a mentor to them. I've been a mentor through the baseball field as well, when it comes to, being able to help my teammates, as well as, those who are younger in the Atlanta region, as well as back home. I've taken visits back to my high school in Suitland, spoken to those who are high school athletes, as well as the baseball players there, to just be able to talk with them about school, college, and then, the baseball players, of course, their skills on the field too. So, just being able to hold an impact and be able to be more personable with them, because, people like, the teachers and the professors may not be able to get the message towards them because, it's a different vernacular that they're using that they can't really understand. So right. For me as a younger prospect, I can, kind of deliver it in a way that they can understand.
Got you, man. That's true. And sometimes all it takes is just one of your peers to pull you to the side and kind of give you some directives and steer you in the right direction. So that's great, man. Okay, so organizations, guys, look, he's a staff writer for the Maroon Tiger. He's a Collegiate 100 member. He's a Morehouse College Association of Black Journalists board member. He also is a part of the Howard Thurman Honors Program, executive board member. Oh my gosh, this is so impressive, man. So impressive. Youngest Morehouse and student to be a representative of the U.S. Africa Leadership Summit.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, DJ. Not your DJ as well.
Well, that was just for one event. That was for one event. My freshman year, we had the you know Graves Hall on
Yeah.
campus.
Oh, yeah. I lived in Robert Hall, so yeah.
Okay.
I know Graves.
I lived in Robert this past year. What was your room?
Let's see. I was on the second floor. It was at 206, I believe.
Okay, really?
Yeah,
I was
man.
this past year. I was in 307.
Really? Yeah. Robert Hall. That's how I got started, man.
Really? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I stayed in Robert Hall, but my freshman year when I stayed in Graves, we held a haunted house initiative where it's kind of like a fundraising event for all the freshman dorms, our dorm specifically, and the party can't get started without music. So yeah, I was the person on the playlist.
All right. I like it, man. So many other impressive accolades, and you've been a part of a whole lot of things. Full-time honor student, starting shortstop, of course. 2024 Buck O'Neill Conference attendee.
Yes,
Wow, how was that?
That was really really cool experience. I was able to go through my good Morehouse brother, Jason Davis, recent graduate of the college and currently a Met Scout now. He's
a Met Scout. All right.
Yes, Met Scout. I'm a Mets fan, so you know.
Okay.
But, what is it? I believe his organization, I forget what the order, but it's I believe it's KDG, Keep Doing Good Institute, which is inspired by his father, because his father just was a person that wanted him as well as those around him to just keep doing good. So I applied for the scholarship and the opportunity. I was able to go, and it was amazing to see all the Black professionals that are with either in Major League Baseball, collegiate baseball scenes, or at the high school level trying to come up, and seeing all that expertise and that wisdom as a young collegiate baseball player really inspired me, because it's like, hey, with whether you have the cleats on or your cleats off, you can still make an impact within the game.
Outstanding, man. You can, and you're right about that. A lot of people don't realize there are good opportunities and careers at Major League Baseball, from scouting, like you said, also in the back offices there at MLB, and they're trying to gain more diverse personnel at this time. So congratulations, applaud you if that's the route you choose to go to. But you also have this journalism background that you can be able to go into as well. So I know it's still early to say exactly what you would do next, but let's say you graduate next year. Are you thinking about obtaining your master's, or are you if they give you an invitation to one of the camps, are you going to take that? What's your thoughts right now?
So yes, different pathways. I would love to take advantage of, like you said, if there is a camp or a potential opportunity to play professional, I would love to do that. That would really excite the inner child in me. And then I would love to get my master's in business administration as well. My father put that bug in my ear, and I've been kind of rolling with it. I'm enjoying business now as a double major as well too, so I'm kind of liking that curriculum and that material. And then as of right now, currently thinking from this summer to next summer, or the next summers ahead. I would love to stick it out with American Express too, because it's very very prestigious company. Looking to do great work there over this summer. I'm feeling a pretty solid need that they need, a pretty solid hole that they need to be filled. So they're looking for me to do great work, and I'm all about great work, so I'm ready to get to it.
All right, congrats. Keep up the great work, man. All right, so last thing before we get off here, talk about this Swingman Classic. I know you were not able to participate in the it's not the HBC, but the MLB Combine, right? Because you were doing your interning at this time, but you still have next year if that's what you choose to do. How cool is it that you're going to get a chance to interface with Ken Griffey Jr., Dusty Baker? I think David Justice is going to be one of the managers of the Swingmen teams. I can't recall if it's the National or American League team, as well as Brian Thompson, I believe, as well. So how cool is it that you get to interface with all of these legends of the game?
Honestly, same mindset, players are people first. So, I'm going to be able to interact with these people, these gentlemen as people, these gentlemen as gentlemen. So looking to just have genuine conversations with them, learn, of course. I'm at a younger age, so, wisdom obviously goes a long way. Being able to learn life lessons as well as, lessons that, they learned on the diamond. So just to be around all that Black expertise, whether it's in life, because, these gentlemen make a pretty good amount of money as well. So I'll be able to, talk to them about, financial decisions that they had to make within their young careers, when they were doing well in the game. And then now they've hung the cleats up, and now they're helping give opportunities to young gentlemen like us that are being able to play in the Swingman Classic. So I'll be able to talk to them about those things. And then, always got to pick their brains about the game too. So I'm really looking forward to doing that, as well as, conversing with other players that are in the Swingman Classic and just really enjoying the experience, but playing hard as well.
Yeah, that's really a great way of visioning it, especially you being a junior. And I think you may be one of two juniors that were invited. And so,
really,
so congratulations on that part.
Thank you, sir.
Dusty Baker, get a chance to speak with him. I interviewed the great Dusty Baker before. Wealth of knowledge, cool guy.
Yeah.
So just have a chance to do that. Harold Reynolds as well, very nice guy to be able to kind of pick his brain, okay? And you being a journalist, don't forget to have that camera around and microphones ready to kind of give those interviews.
100%.
I'm sure representing Morehouse and the Maroon Tiger will be great.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any last thoughts about your career and what you would like to share and what you would like people to know who Elijah Pickney is?
I say it all the time. Elijah Pickney is just another person, I actually don't even tell people I play baseball anymore on campus.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Because I don't want that to be the perception to me, like, oh, that's Elijah the baseball player. No, that's Elijah Pickney. Elijah has many facets of himself. Baseball is one of them, but he likes to contribute to others in other ways as well. Baseball being one of them, but Elijah's a leader. Elijah's a person of impact. Elijah's a change agent. So that's what I want to be outside of baseball. Even though baseball it's a big part of me, I don't want baseball to be me. So.
Yeah. You don't want it to define absolutely who you are.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
When it comes to talking to prospects and people who are interested in the house, what do you tell them why you're there and what you love about the house?
Well, I say the same thing every time. I'm at Morehouse because this is the only opportunity I had to play ball at. So playing collegiate baseball was one of my goals coming out of high school. Morehouse was the only place that gave me a definite shot to play. I still had to try out and everything. Did well at the tryout and was from my freshman year until now. I've been the starting shortstop, so I'm very grateful for that. But when I first came on campus, NSO week, new student orientation week, where we come very dressed up. I'm not going to give out the details, but it's probably online somewhere where we're dressed formally.
Who's trying to come into my house? Yeah,
exactly, trying to come into my house. But I remember I was looking on campus, I was walking around, and I was like, whoa, look at all these men or these young men that are about to, do great things in the world. I can be more than just a student athlete or a student that plays baseball and then, just goes back into my dorm. There are so many ways that I could, expand myself and to be doing greater things, not just for myself, but for others and as well as the world. So that's what I'm truly passionate about, and that's what Morehouse is showing me every single day.
All right, excellent. What has been your most impactful memory thus far that you can think about?
It's been interesting. I would say definitely from this year, junior year, I was able to travel internationally twice.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So I went to Panama for a journalism assignment. I was a reporter assignment out there. I was a reporter on assignment out there. And then we were able to present our work in the Dream Maker Summit at Morehouse there. So that was cool. And then I actually went to Japan during the middle of the season.
Really?
So I was there for 8 days, traveled 14 and a half hours in the middle of the season. Was there for the Career Services Spring Tour, which is like a opportunity for students to expand their network internationally as well as get cultural insight. This time it was in Japan, so we learned more about the Japanese culture, and it was amazing. I'm a person that loves to immerse myself in other cultures. One thing that people don't know about me really is I'm Haitian American.
Okay, awesome.
So I need to learn more about that culture there, but not a lot of people know. But I like to learn more about other people and other people's culture. So being able to be out there in Japan, just kind of experience all the new like facets of that part of the Eastern Hemisphere was amazing.
Man, that's beautiful.
And then I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off. And then so after the trip was over, I came back. Not even 12 hours back in the States. I was back in uniform. Played in Game 3 of a series.
Priorities.
Yes, for sure. I saw Coach Grissom actually saw me one day. I didn't think I was gonna play because he told me I wasn't on the roster for that weekend, and so I don't think I communicated, but I don't think he understood that like I also got back to the States the night before Game 3, Sunday morning, and so I came out with my sweatsuit on. And I was on the field, and Coach saw me. Like Coach knows my friend, so he's like, "Is that Pickney?" And so he calls me on the phone. He's like, "Dude, you back in the States? Yeah, is you on the field?" Yeah, I said, "Yeah, I'm on the field." Dude, go get your jersey. So I told. He says it just like that. He's like, "Dude, go get your jersey." So I asked one of my friends to drive me back to campus. Got my jersey, got my equipment, suited up, and it's funny because I was able to go 3 for 4 that game as well. So
really, oh man, come back in the States, rocking and rolling.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's awesome, man. Morehouse has just undergone a leadership change, and a young man who was right under me when I was there is now the president of Morehouse College, with David Thomas retiring. But you guys, it's an exciting time, I would say, right now at Morehouse College for you guys. And I wish you well, and I hope everything continues to go well for you, especially up in New York. Be safe up there. I always tell my son, hey, man, just try not to hang out with the crazies.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's people like that everywhere you go. So, yeah, got to always keep our head on a swivel.
Yes. That's exactly what I tell him. Keep your head on the swivel, man. Well, hopefully I will have a chance to be able to meet you and be able to talk with you a little bit more in person. But tell everybody how they can find you on the World Wide Web or social media.
For sure, yeah. So I'm most active on Instagram. My Instagram is at EG, all lowercase, EG period or .P99, and that is my Instagram. Once again, that is at EG.P99.
Okay, that's Mr. Elijah Pickney. And guys, next month, you will be able to see him a part of the Swingman Classic that will take place on July 11th, if I'm not mistaken, in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Kyle T. Mosley of the Black Sports Insiders. You can check us out as well as on HBCU Legends at HBCU Legends on all social media platforms, and as well as Black Sports Inc. on those platforms. And you can check me out at KTMOZE on those platforms. Don't forget to smash up the likes, subscribe, and follow us because we got some great content like this interview with Mr. Pickney, as well as others. We're going to have Coach Grissom on Sunday, Elijah, as well as James Wyllie. So we're going to do a full spectrum of Morehouse College baseball. That's going to be exciting, man. So, all right, Elijah, great meeting you, and you continue to do what you do and keep representing the house very well.
Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it.
All right. You guys take care and have a great week. All right, Black Sports Insiders fans, it's Coyote Mosley. I'm here with the house is in the house. And I get to say that because I'm a part of the house as well. I'm alumni. So, but we have Coach Antonio Grissom, baseball coach for the Maroon Tigers, with me today. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's good to have you. I know we spoke a few months ago when you guys were, I think it was during homecoming time, right? You guys had a couple of recruits on campus you guys were hosting as well, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, look, man, you guys had a pretty good season this season, but one of the highlights for your season was Mr. Pickney, Elijah Pickney, the infielder for the Maroon Tigers, and he's done a very, very good job, I would say. Right? I'm putting it mildly.
Absolutely, he has.
Yeah, talk about him as the young man. You know, we can talk about the baseball player, but talk about him as the young man.
They don't come any better than this young man here, man. Just a tremendous guy on and off the field. He's going to represent himself, his family, and Morehouse well, no matter where he's at. You know, goes over and beyond, helping others. True teammate, man. Just a true leader.
Yeah, and I keep getting people saying that they like the fact that he likes to engage people. He's really he's not withdrawn. He's not an introvert at all, but he understands people very well, and people gravitate to him. Is that correct?
Oh man, no question. Anything inside of the community that he's doing, man, he's jumping in with both feet, man, just helping out. A true community leader, man. He's willing to go and help the young kids. He's doing things for breast cancer. This guy is unbelievable, man. Just a true leader in terms of just community guy. So anytime you can talk about a guy plus makeup guy before you talk about his baseball skills or any athletic deal, man, that's the guy you want to have.
Yeah, definitely. And now we can just turn our attention to baseball. Look, he was invited to the HBCU All-Star game that they had with the College Nines that they were sponsoring, right? And then he had the MLB deal. And now he is going to be a part of the Swingman Classic with Ken Griffey. But what sets him apart is he's the first Division II player to ever get selected for this honor. Talk about that.
Oh man, his numbers speak for themselves, man. Guy batted over 400, man.
Over 400.
Over 400, man. Tremendous bat-to-ball skills. Great instincts in the field. Just always seems to be at the right place. He's got that internal clock at shortstop when he knows he's got to get rid of it or when he has time. He has just the little intangibles that you got to have to play this thing at a high level, man. So he came equipped with a lot of that stuff before he got there, man. He just sharpened them up once he got to Morehouse.
Do you think it's going to be the first time we have a Maroon Tiger somewhere out there in the big leagues?
Oh, no, it won't be the first, man. We've had somebody be a MVP in the World Series, so with Mr. McClendon. So we
You're right. I apologize. You're right about that.
Yeah, so he won't be the first for sure, man. But we're excited to have him represent us in this Swingman Classic.
Wow, that'll be awesome. And just to think about where he's come from and where he's about to go. I think they just had the HBCU it wasn't the HBCU combine, it was the MLB combine. Right. But was he doing the internship and was he able to participate?
No, he's doing an internship in New York, so he wasn't able to participate, man. But we're excited to have him in Atlanta representing us in that swing, man, being the first Division II guy to go there and do that. So we're excited about that opportunity.
Wow. I'm just looking at the numbers. You said he did over 400, right?
Yes, sir.
But he also had a fielding percentage of 98.2.
Yeah, I think he had 3 errors, man, all year. So, yeah.
Wow.
This guy can do it on the bases, in the field, of course, with the bat. But he's a natural born leader as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't take what kind of person he is, whether he have success or he fail. He's still a leader.
An on base percentage of 600. Wow.
Yeah.
And 20 double plays.
Yeah.
That's big league stuff, right?
Ball player, man. But not only that, it's the stuff that he does when he's not on the field, man. This guy's finding somewhere to get some work in at all times. I get phone calls at nighttime. This guy's working in the middle of, late at night, and guys are leaving the parking deck. This guy going to find places to get work in at. You know what I mean? So,
but you need that, right? You got to have that little extra edge if you want to be at the highest level.
Yes, sir. No doubt, man. And he has that, man. He has that. Great young man.
Excellent. Let's talk about your team going forward. How do you see the team in 2025? 26.
We got a great recruiting class coming in, man, as well as, all the guys that we have coming back, man. Out of 58 guys, we had 7 seniors to graduate. So we got a ton of guys coming back, man. So we should be a lot more season than we were this year. But the recruiting class is outstanding that's coming in. So I'm looking forward to an exciting season.
Well, let's talk about one player on that recruiting efforts that you guys had, and that's Mr. James Wyllie coming out of Virginia. I had an opportunity to speak with him on yesterday a little bit, and he was telling me how excited he is to become a Maroon Tiger. Just talk about him, because I know you as well as your son have been involved with him since yay high.
Oh yeah, I've met James Wyllie probably his ninth grade year, going into his 9th grade year, and very competitive young man. Competed well, was thirsting for the knowledge, trying to learn the game, and just to kind of see him grow and develop over these last 4 or 5 years, man, has been very exciting. Tremendous parents, very supportive. They let you handle your business, and you can talk to them how you need to talk to them. They let you teach them. You know what I mean?
You're
so
right.
I love that, man. He got great parents, and he's a great young man. Looking forward to him being a part of this Morehouse family.
Yeah, his dad, Tony, and I know him very well, but that's how Tony grew up, Yeah. So you got to have that willingness as a father to be able to allow the coaches do what they need to do. So understand that very well. Now, and any other young man that you really want us to be able to recognize and key on with this recruiting class?
Oh, man, we got A.J. Holloway. It's so many of them. A.J. Holloway out of Atlanta, out of Redan, that's going to be an impact guy. Mason Slide, left-handed pitcher out of Houston, Texas. We got Nunnally out of Atlanta. That's going to be a big right-handed pitcher. He's about 6'6", right-handed pitcher. That's going to be
6'6". Wow.
Yeah. Another kid, Cameron Simmons, big-time left-handed bat, left-handed pitcher. Man, I don't want to give away too many of them with this portal situation that's going on, but
Well, let's talk about that. So if these young men have already given you commitment, can they switch their commitment right now?
Yeah, they could. I wouldn't hold a kid back if he wanted to do something different, but I recruit good people, and they're not just coming to Morehouse for baseball. They're coming there because of the academic standards that we hold, right? So, I'm going after the right kid that's coming there for the right reasons. Baseball is just a vehicle to get you through life, man. It ain't the end all,
Yeah, definitely. I think that was one of the important aspects that Wyllie was talking to me about, because he's a National Honor Society kid, and he also had a couple of special honors. He had the 3 chords, and he told me about the special honors that he had in high school as well. But he said the thing about Morehouse, he wants to be able to learn to become a young man and grow into that. So I really thought that was special because, when I was there, man, it was the intangibles that really set my life apart, learning from all the stuff in the AUC Center. When I was doing my voter registration card, I was handing it in and Coretta Scott King was right there. Those type of things was just special that still I can recollect. Talk about being a coach, how special it is for you to be able to help groom these guys, especially being a part of that history around Morehouse.
Oh man, it's nothing like the brotherhood. You know what I mean? It's for me. That's really what it's about, man. I grew up being the youngest of 15, so
Wow.
7 brothers, 7 sisters. So I truly know what that brotherhood is like, and that's what I try to instill in my guys is enjoying this journey with your teammates, your brothers. You know what I mean? You guys are gonna go off and do other things in life together and go through it together. So that's really what I'm pushing. In the baseball program at Morehouse, man, it's just that brotherhood, man. So you're not there alone. You know what I mean? We're going to do this together.
Yeah. I was telling him from my freshman week how many guys that till this day are my best friends and they were in my wedding, and I was in their weddings as best men as well. You're just going to have that bond that's going to be unbreakable if you meet up with the right people, especially my Spellman sisters. I've got a couple like that over there. So that is very, very good. Morehouse, your baseball team seems like you have a great recruiting class as well as you got some tenure on the team that's coming back. What's your expectations for this upcoming year?
Oh, no, just to go out and compete, man. We're trying to get better every day. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow as a team, but we're also trying to grow as young men, trying to get these young men to grow up and mature and learn things about themselves. So, again, man, baseball is just what we use to kind of help raise these guys up. Certain things you got to do in life. You got to always compete. You got to be a good person. You got to be a good teammate. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We try to instill the values that's going to help them be successful in life.
Definitely. And a lot of times we don't give coaches the right platform to talk about their staff, but talk about your staff. Who should we be talking about and who may be on the rise that in case a great opportunity comes up, you could be able to recommend?
Man, I got a tremendous staff, man. My guy, Ron Smith, he is not looking for another opportunity. He's here because he want to be here. Is number one. He's the guy that does everything for us, programming wise. KC Carter, former head coach at Clark Atlanta University. This guy is one of the best strategic coaches out there, man, that would be interested in a tremendous opportunity, man. But this is a great baseball guy as well. One of my alumni guys is Javaro Edwards. Another alumni guy who played for me is Chris Skinner. That's my boots on the ground guy right there. That he's on the road right now in Detroit watching kids play, just trying to look for that next talent, that great fit for us. I think he's a 19 grad. So we got a tremendous group, man, that's really all about these young men growing and developing into what they're going to be next in life.
Awesome. I'm all in for you as well, man. If you need any scouting here in Houston, hit me up. Let me know.
Yes, sir. Will do.
Well, great. Coach, you have been with the program how long now?
This will be year 9. I got 8 years in. August will be year 9.
Year 9. And the way you have seen the athletic department grow, you feel very good about what's happening, especially under A.D. Ellis?
Man, I'm excited, man. You got a Hall of Famer at Morehouse, a Morehouse Hall of Famer, man. If you ain't going to support that guy and do everything you can to make sure we're good, man, who you going to support, man? I got nothing but love for Harold Ellis, man, A.D. Ellis. He's supported the baseball program, man. So we're always pushing to try to see what we can do to help each other get to that next level, man. It's all about taking athletics to the level where our academic standards are at. You know what I mean? That's my goal.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
we're trying to do together.
Well, awesome. And will you be helping out with the Swingman Classic in any way, shape, or form?
Nah, that's a MLB event. I'm gonna be there to support Lil Pinkney there, Elijah Pickney. So I'm gonna do my job to really enjoy that, along with his parents and all his teammates and whoever else, the Morehouse alums that want to come hang out with us. That's gonna be
Yeah.
a great opportunity for Morehouse to come out and support.
Yeah, I saw David Justice is going to be one of the managers, as well as what's Brian's last name? I forget. But both of those guys were Brave alumni. So they're
Yeah,
coming in to help manage the HBCU squads.
yeah. Very exciting, man. That's exciting for those players to get the opportunity to meet those guys, number one. But no place like doing it in Atlanta, man. So I'm excited for Elijah Pickney for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And he will have a chance to meet some greats like Dusty Baker, who will be in the fold in Atlanta as well. All right, Coach, any last thoughts, words, or comments that you would like to express about the Maroon Tigers?
Oh no, it's an exciting program. We're on the rise. I would love for all the alumni to come out and support and come hang out with us at the Truist Atlanta Braves Stadium there on July the 11th. Looking forward to seeing everybody with that Maroon Tiger on.
Definitely. All right, Coach, tell everybody how they can be able to reach you in case they're interested in the program.
Oh man, Mario.Grissom at Morehouse.edu.
All right. All right. Excellent. And are you on on any of these social media channels as well?
Nah, I hadn't got there yet. I think a little bit too old, but I got to catch up on that. I'm old school.
Okay, Coach. All right. Well, thank you for just giving us some time to talk about James as well as Elijah. And I hope everything goes well for him, especially next month at the All-Star Classic that they're going to have in the Swingman Classic as well. I am Kyle T. Mosley. That's Coach Grissom of the Maroon Tigers baseball program. Appreciate you, sir.
Thanks for having me. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care.
The Jeep brand has always stood for American freedom. And now we're standing with you with Employee Pricing Plus. Hurry into your Jeep brand dealer for details today and join the family. Jeep, there's only one. Offer valid on select 2024 and 2025 Jeep brand vehicles for non-FCA employees and retirees. $200 admin fee applies. Not all buyers will qualify. Restrictions apply. Does not apply to leases. Ends 6/30/25. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.